Hello everyone. Today's grammar workshop is on determiners. We're going to be learning today what a determiner is. We're going to be learning the job that it does within a sentence. Also the position where you can find it within a sentence. And we're going to be learning about the 6 different types of determiner. In a moment, I'm going to go into the right-hand corner of your screen and I'm going to talk you through a PowerPoint presentation on determiners to explain a little further. Okay, determiners. That's what we're learning about today. So what job does a determiner do? It shows the reader which noun is being talked about, which noun is being referred to in a sentence. Let's have a look at where they're found. Look at number 1. They're found generally before the noun. They're always before the noun. But look at number 2. They might be before an adjective that describes that noun. So they're still before the noun, but it might have an adjective in between that's actually describing that noun. Remember, there are 6 different types. So, for example, if the noun in the sentence is cat, let's have a look at some of the determiners that might go before that. A cat. The cat. This cat. That cat. My cat. Your cat. Our cat. Their cat. One cat. Or no cat. So there are different types of determiner. Notice from this PowerPoint that they go before the noun. Let's have a look at the next slide. The is your determiner that goes before the noun cat. So the is your determiner. It might, do you remember I said before, it might have an adjective before it. Fat, which describes the cat. So fat is your adjective. The, in this case, is before the noun cat. You can see that it's before the noun, but it has an adjective after it. So it has an adjective before the noun. So we have the as your determiner with the adjective in the way. Remember that there are 6 different types of determiner. You need to remember these 6 types so that you can spot them in sentences. Look out for type number 1. These are the TH determiners. So all the words in this category begin with TH. So we have the, that, this, these, and those. All the time, remember our example of the cat. The cat, that cat, this cat. These cats would have to be plural, and those, again plural, those cats. So those are the TH determiners. Let's look out for type number 2. These are the A determiners. So these words you can remember because they all begin with A. A, an, or any. A cat, an. Would we say an cat? No, we only use an when the noun begins with a vowel. A, E, I, O, or U. For example, an orange. Or the word any, which also begins with A. So that's how we remember those words. Let's have a look at type number 3. These are the possessive pronoun determiners. Do we remember what possessive pronouns are? They're the words that tell you who owns the object. So we have words like my. Remember the cat, that's your noun. My cat, your cat, his cat, her cat, our cat, their cat. Its, when it belongs to an object, like its whiskers. So those are the possessive pronoun determiners. My, your, his, her, our, their, and its. Let's have a look at type number 4. Look out for type number 4. These are sometimes a bit trickier to spot. They're the quantity determiners. So they tell you the number or the amount of the noun that is being spoken about in the sentence. Words like all, some, most, several, many, no, little, meaning few, much, more, every. For example, all cats, some cats, most cats, several cats, many cats, no cats, little or few cats, much. That doesn't really work, does it? Much cats. Not with that particular example, but it is a determiner. More cats or every cat. Now let's look out for number 5, type 5 determiners. These are the ones to do with numbers. So any number that you can think of that goes before a noun is a number determiner. Plus you have all the ordinal numbers. These, if you look at the word ordinal, just means the order numbers. You can see the word that's very similar, order and ordinal, within the word ordinal. So words like first, second, third, last and final. So the first cat that came along, the second cat that came along, the third or the last or the final cat that came along. So can you see it still determines which cat it is that's being spoken about, to go back to our example of the cat. Look out for type number 6. These are the question determiners, and they include these words, which, what, and whose. You can see that they're questions. They begin with the WH, don't they? So this is words like, to put it in the example of the cat, which cat, what cat, whose cat. So it still tells you which cat is being spoken about. Now it's time for you to have a go. See if you've understood. What I'd like you to do in a moment when I say stop is to stop the video and write these sentences into your book. I want you to underline the determiners that you can see within the sentence. Remember that there might be more than one. The way to do it is to look for the nouns within the sentence to start with. Find the nouns and then look before the noun. Remember, it might have an adjective before it, so it's not the adjective. Look again before that and see if the determiner is there. Let's do one example together before you have a go by yourself. The white clouds were moving quickly across the bright blue sky. The white clouds. What's the noun in that sentence? We have the word clouds. That's a thing. It's a common noun. Before that, we have white. That's an adjective, so it's not that one. Oh, look, there's the determiner before the adjective, before the noun. It's the, so it's a TH determiner. Got a mistake here. We've got right instead of bright. When you're doing your sentences, just pop the B in. Okay. Let's have a look and see if there are any other nouns in that sentence. Oh yes, we've got the word sky. Yeah, but before sky we've got bright and blue. Is it those words? No, they're the adjectives. Look again before the adjective that describes the noun. We have the determiner. There it is, it's the. Okay. So in that sentence, we have two determiners that you should have underlined in your book, and it's the on both counts. Both examples have the. That's your TH determiner, type number 1. Stop the video now, write those sentences into your book, read them carefully, find the nouns first, and then see if you can spot the determiners. And in a minute, I'm going to come back and put your video on again, and we can talk through the examples and see how many you managed to find. Stop. Hello again. How did you do? Let's go through those examples and see how many you managed to find. Well, we did the first example together, and that was the and the. Let's look at example number 2. A small mouse sat up on its back legs whilst licking its whiskers. Let's look for the nouns in that sentence. We have mouse, we have legs, and we have whiskers. Before mouse, we've got small. That's the adjective, so it's not that word. It's the a determiner, so you should have underlined a. Legs, that's a noun, it's a thing. Back legs, it's not the word back, because that's the adjective. It's belonging to it, so it's a possessive pronoun determiner. And whiskers, that's the noun in the sentence. Its whiskers, again, the possessive pronoun determiner. Did you spot it? Let's look at the next example. A woman was struggling to take 6 dogs for a walk. I've seen sometimes people trying to take 6 dogs for a walk. It looks very, very, very busy. Quite funny. Okay, let's look for the nouns in the sentence. Woman, that's a noun. Dogs, that's a noun. Did you spot the trickier noun in that sentence? It's walk, a walk. It's a thing. So, woman, what comes before woman? A. So it's the a determiner. You should have underlined that. Look at dogs. That's the noun. 6 dogs. It's one of our number determiners. Did you spot that one? And then a coming before walk. Walk is a thing. A walk, it's a thing. They were going for a walk. A is your determiner. Let's look at the next example. I'd like that delicious cake, please. Did you spot the noun in that sentence? It's cake. Delicious is the word that goes before it. Is that the determiner? No, that's the adjective. That is your determiner. That is a th pronoun. Not pronoun, it's a th determiner. Did you spot it? Let's look at the next example. To be honest, I found every question hard, said the boy. Let's see if we can spot the nouns. It's question, and boy, a boy. We know that they are nouns because you can put a or the in front of them. So, what's the word that comes before question? Every question. Can you remember which type that was? It's a quantity one, isn't it? The boy, it's a th one, so it's a th determiner. So in that sentence, you should have underlined every and the. Those are our determiners. Let's look at the next example. Paolo asked if the teacher could look at his work. Let's look for the nouns first. Teacher and work. We also have Paolo, the proper noun, but we haven't got a determiner in front of Paolo because Paolo is the person. So he doesn't need a Paolo or the Paolo or this Paolo because he's just Paolo. So look at the noun teacher. What's the determiner before it? It's the. Did you find it? Look at the noun work. Did you find it? It's a possessive pronoun determiner. It's his work. So that's where the determiner is in that sentence. Let's look at the next example. There were some new people in the class at the beginning of this year. Let's look for the nouns. People, that's a thing. Class, that's a thing. Year, that's a thing too. So they're the nouns in the sentence. People, class, and year. Let's look out for the determiners. New. comes before people. Is that a determiner? No. New is an adjective because it describes the people. Some, that's your determiner. It's a determiner of, did you spot it? It's quantity. Let's look at class. It's the class. So the should be underlined. That's your determiner. It's a TH one. And we have this year. So this is your determiner and it's another TH one. Let's move on. She wanted to know which chocolate bar was her sister's favourite. Let's look for the nouns. Chocolate bar, that's a noun, and sister, that's a noun. Let's look at the determiners. What comes before chocolate bar? Which? Did you spot it? It's a question determiner. And sister, her, that's the determiner. And it's a possessive pronoun determiner. Did you spot it? I'm going to go back to the big screen now just to finish off. Well done. That's the end of our tutorial or our grammar workshop on determiners. How did you do? I hope you did well. I hope you enjoyed it too. Just to recap, let's see if we can remind ourselves what we've learnt today. So, we've learnt about the 6 different types of determiners. Can you remember what they all are? Let's remember type number 1. Can you remember it? It's the TH determiners. Number 2. Can you remember it? They're the A determiners. Type number 3. What was that one? It was the possessive pronoun determiners. Did you remember it? Type number 4. I'm really thinking now. It was the quantity determiners. Type number 5. It was the number determiners. And type number 6 was the question determiners. We also learnt the job that a determiner does in the sentence. It tells you which noun is being spoken about. What else did we learn? We learnt the position that it can come within the sentence. Usually it comes before the noun, straight before the noun, but sometimes there's an adjective in the way, and sometimes even 2 adjectives like bright and blue, describing the sky. So you have to look before the adjective to see if you can spot the determiner. Okay, that's the end of our tutorial today on determiners. Thank you for watching. I hope it was nice and clear. I'll give you some worksheets about determiners in the next email so that you can have a look at those and do some more practice. Bye for now.